Hello and welcome to part 3 of what's on my pedalboard, a little mini series. And I said I'd get back in a few weeks. It's been 2 or 3 weeks since I did part 2, and I think I might entitle this episode What Have I Learnt? So what did I learn? I had the Wampler Tumnus stacking with the BB Preamp on the previous one, and I was going to say I was going to get on with that, but I found into the Victory 344 it wasn't too happy with the mini Tumnus, the wonderful pedal from Wampler, but it just didn't connect with it at all. Like, so it was very squishy and squashy, and the normal boost I get out of that I wasn't getting out of it through this particular amp. It will be different in other amps, but I'm using this amp a lot for doing the filming at the moment, and I need to find a solution to that. The BB Preamp by Exotic, the AT version, I've lived with that for a few weeks now. I'm more than happy with that. The BB, it's not a Blues Breaker, it's I believe it's Big British it's supposed to stand for. It's a Marshall-esque flavour, should we say. But there's a lot more to it than that. Let's pop the thing on anyway. So I'm going into the V44 by Victory, into a 212 cab, also by Victory. So I'll turn it off, start. On the bridge pickup, Suhr Thornbucker pickups. That's the clean sound. BB on. I really like that pedal. I have not been able to play it at any kind of real volume yet, but certainly the modest volumes I'm using in here, I love that pedal. It will brighten up a humbucker, just give it a bit more sparkle and that, and single coils. It just again gives more of everything. I really like that pedal a lot. So as you can see, I've just got it set almost pretty straight up, just tweaked the volumes just a little bit over midnight and the treble too. Very straightforward, and as I said in the previous video, that's still running at 18 volts via the wonderful True Tone one spot. This is the CS6, 6 outputs on it. Again, if you haven't seen my other videos, I'll just warn, 18 volts. Make sure whatever pedal you're using is designed to be able to take 18 volts, because if you've got one that can't, a 9 volt pedal, and you put it into the 18 volts, you're going to blow your pedal up, so be careful there. So what was the solution to the Wampler Tumnus? Well, in a moment of absolutely complete unoriginality, I went back to the Studio Rats thing where I first, well, their channel's excellent. Studio Rats channel there, where Paul Drew, superb guitar player, seems a nice fella, to see what pedal he was stacking into the BB, because I just wasn't getting the results with the Tumnus, and it turns out he was using the Earthquaker Devices plumes. Now I just happened to have that pedal. I've had that pedal since it came out. Again, I'm not a Tube Scream fan, but this is superb. Highly recommended. One of the best value for money pedals out there. I was finding when I was using it into my Cornford amp that and with stacking it into a clom with a buffer, I was getting a popping sound off the relay switch, which was okay at low volumes, but loud. It was just, I don't know, whether it was just an amp design or it just didn't get on with the pedal, I don't know. So I didn't use it live, and I just put it away for a bit. But yeah, I decided to try it and see whether matey boy at Studio Rats was onto something there. As I say, not my idea, completely unoriginal, but I thought I'd try it. The second thing about the plumes, it's got this little mini toggle switch here, and that thing is absolutely superb for versatility. All the way to the left is like a tube screamer, your normal tube screamer. In the middle is a more open sounding TS kind of circuit. To the right, it's an asymmetrical clipping circuit. In other words, not a million miles away from the Boss SD1, which, as you'll know from other videos, I absolutely love. And that's how I've got it set. I've got the level, I'll switch her on now. I've got the level about 2, gain about 10ish, half 10ish, and the tone is just a little above midnight. And what's not to like about that? So straight to the amp sound. Plumes on again. I believe this circuit's got some kind of charge pump in there, which gives this pedal a lot more headroom than a normal tube screamer. I love it. I've turned the amp up and switched it on. I don't seem to be having the same problems as with the Cornford. So at the moment she's staying. So what do they sound like stacked? Neck pickup. Really good. So that does work as a stacking pedal. I'll just put the BB arm. I use that for a lot of rhythm work as well as lead work. More gain than I'll ever need. So yes, the pedal board is identical to part 2, apart from the plumes is taking the place of the Tumnus. The other significant thing though that I did learn about this board and the pedals on it is of course taking the Tumnus off, which has a really high quality buffer in. I was using that for my buffer really. And a buffer, if you're not sure what buffer is, it just helps push the signal along your long cable length. It makes everything sound a bit more as it would if you were just plugging straight into the front of the amp. Now the Polytune here, there's a little Polytune 3, has got the TC electronic bona fide buffer built into it. So there's me thinking, why not give that a try, see how it goes. When I had that on previously with the Tumnus, it just sounded better when it was off. It was clashing with the Tumnus bit. But now I've found it's absolutely brilliant. It's a really good feature on here. It really gives a nice, as you can tell. I'll just do the straight sound again, same riff again. Put some Reverend reverb on by the Strymon Flint. So yeah, superb. I do leave the reverb on when I'm recording stuff up here quietly or playing quietly. It just gives it a bit of ambience. So really, you know, that's about it. I've talked about the other pedals in previous episodes of this mini series. I suppose one thing I haven't done is put the excellent JHS mini foot fuzz on. I'll stack it with the plumes. Really nice. So yeah, that concludes part 3 of what's on my pedal board. I think what I'm going to do is leave it with this again. I'm going to try a few little dry pedals with the BB, some other ones as well, experiment around. But I'm pretty happy with this setup. It covers a lot of bases. I mean, modulation wise, you know, if I could add one thing on and add the room, it would be the Ripley Falls by Jam, which I've done a demo on. That, I'll reiterate, I put that on myself, you know. It doesn't come with that. But, this is a brilliant pedal, but there's not really room, and I want to keep things straightforward and simple. So who knows, it might come back next time I review this board, and that might be on. So we'll see. But at the moment, I like the way this sounds, both just straight through and into the amp, or when any of the effects pedals on. It's very simple. And the way, I mean, I know a lot of people like the, you know, the boards, tilted boards, where you just put your power thing underneath and Velcro on the sort of rails, if you will, pedal train and all those things. But I mean, this is just a cheap 30 quid stag board, and I find it great. It really, with the lid that comes with it, it really protects the pedals when you're traveling, like, you know. And it's very simple to change things in and out. I mean, always helps you got some color code in there, but I can literally whip anything out of here, sort of like in the space of a minute or something, and change it without any complex wiring to worry about. And I've just got some Velcro and kept the wires tidy here like that. And, well, you know, I know it's not for everybody, but it's suiting my purposes. I've done loads and loads of gigs with this, and I've never had a problem. And if there was a problem, I'd be able to diagnose it pretty well straight away and change something. So thanks for watching. As I say, I will do another maybe update on this, see if everything stayed as it is, and but I'll give it a while longer this time. So thanks for watching. If you feel like you want to subscribe. If you're not, it matters not. And take care, guys, and I'll see you later.